morning, friends and family. John Miller, your Lake Stevens Realtor, coming at you here on a Monday, September 21st, 2020. Glad we finally got some rain, got rid of all the smoke that had been out there hanging over us for about 10 days. It was really miserable here, and it looks like we're in for a week of rain, so welcome to fall. So brief market update. We just got some of the numbers coming in from the summer. Virtually very strong market in all price bands. Right now, industry leaders and a lot of us are looking very closely at the September and October new listings to see how the rest of the year is going to pan out. It does look very strong. It'll be interesting to see literally, day by day and week by week as we go into the fall here, what's going to happen. We know the market's getting pushed out a little bit into the fall. Doesn't change the fact that the holidays are just around the corner, and that really does slow the market down here as we get closer to Thanksgiving. But we got a good 60 days before we really have to start thinking about that. So hoping to end the year on a bang. Any questions regarding the market, obviously let me know. Which brings me to my first question here out of Snohomish, Washington. And the question then is kind of piggybacking on this answer that I just gave. What is the best resource if you wanted to find out more about the real estate market, market information? And the answer is you're looking right at them when it comes, not to butter my own bread, but this is what I do all day long. I'm out there looking at houses, talking to agents, talking to buyers, talking to sellers. We talk about having our finger on the pulse of the market, as it were. It's not enough to simply look at market reports, because typically those are all generated by sales. And even though that's the proof of the pudding, it doesn't show you what's going into those sales. That obviously, we've got a good, probably 30, 45, 60 days of things happening prior to that are forcing those sales. So when we see properties go on the market, when we talk to buyers, we could certainly talk about days on market and market trends, the inventory levels, absorption rates. I'll talk about that another day, but anything else, those numbers are available to anyone. I can get you those informations. I get you that information. I usually have a lot of that in front of me. But for example, we just finished looking at a study that was coming out of this year. Obviously, a lot's changed this year with people working from home, a lot of the exodus from the city centers. So they were looking at changes in buyer criteria when buyers come to me and say, here's what I'm looking for in a home. And they had just finished a study where they had looked at the changes in those criteria overall. For example, people are looking at home offices. A lot of people figured out they don't have to make that commute, grind through traffic every morning. They can do a lot of their work from home, either full-time or part-time. 3 days a week they can work from home. So a lot of people looking for home offices, or that fourth bedroom that they can make into a home office. So all of a sudden, typically 3 and 4 bedroom homes are just about the same if you have the same square footage, maybe a little different. Now that fourth bedroom is going to become very valuable. Same with a home office or den. Access to broadband internet is very critical for a lot of people. If you're working from home, you want a nice quick internet. And then the other side of that, the ease of commute, down 22%. That's from the criteria. People, the stats: home office up 24%, broadband up 8%, and then ease of commute down 22%. So it shows you that there's and that will absolutely change the demand for those particular types of homes. And does that change values? Absolutely. And overall, that will start to affect values. Where I am here in Snohomish County, outside the city centers, we have an expectation that the change in the market is going to be helping my business, my area right here in Lake Stevens, probably for the next 2 to 3 years. Depending. Obviously, there's a lot of unknowns, but we believe that the market's still going to be very strong. A lot of the economists are looking at all the numbers, and it looks pretty good right now. So, we might see some flattening of the market here over the next 12, 24 months. Obviously, we are up against an election. A lot can happen. A lot of weird things can happen in our country, as we've seen. But either way, things are looking very strong. Any other questions regarding the market, reach out to me directly. I'd be very happy to discuss those. My number's in all the information I send you. My newsletter and emails are going to be going out here in about 10 days, quarterly newsletter. At any rate, wherever you are, we love you. Stay safe and healthy, and we'll see you next week. Bye.